It has been a rough week.
Won't nobody love you the way they should. Won't nobody check up on you, make sure you're good. Won't nobody check those body treatments for your neck.
Hi everyone, my name is Becky Park and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Kidizen, and ThreadUp. This is a weekly what sold video, so in this video I'm going to be sharing with you what sold for me last week in the week of December 7th through the 13th, and these are the kinds of videos that I do on this channel. I do weekly what solds, I do thrift hauls, I do ThreadUp rescue box unboxings, a lot of different kinds of things that you would typically find on a reselling channel. And this particular channel is coming from the perspective of someone who resells part-time, because I do have a full-time job as a high school choir teacher. So if that sounds like it would be interesting to you, if you enjoy reseller content, I hope that you do consider subscribing to my channel and adding it to your rotation of different reselling channels that you watch. And make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so that YouTube lets you know every time I upload new content, rather than just kind of picking and choosing what they want to show you. I am going to get into what sold. Before we did that though, I just wanted to share a little bit about how my week was last week. And if you don't really care to hear about this, then I will put a timestamp right here as far as when you can fast forward to if you just want to get into what sold. But if I'm being honest with you, last week was not a good week, particularly the weekend. And it doesn't really have anything to do with my sales. I think that me kind of being in a foul mood will impact future sales. But yeah, I did not have a good week, just kind of mentally, emotionally. I think I'm the type of person who I am typically not one to wear my emotions on my sleeve. I'm pretty good at repressing, negative feelings or just, bad vibes. Like I can kind of push them to the back of my mind, and I can kind of keep moving forward with a smile on my face and get done what I need to get done. I don't think I am immune to the effects of the pandemic, just like, I think for most of us, we're kind of struggling with the same thing. I think that it was really a couple things that did me in, I feel like, this past weekend. One was something a little bit more personal going on with different aspects of my life that I can't really talk about. Don't want to, let's be honest. I don't really want to talk about those things. And it's one of those things that I have been really good about not thinking about it very much, but the more I allow myself to dwell on it, the more it kind of eats me up inside. And then I think what really did me in though was my parents were supposed to come visit from Seattle. We live in Illinois, so it's like, they're basically traveling halfway across the country. They were supposed to come see us, come fly and see us yesterday. They were supposed to come yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, today's Tuesday. And Sunday night, my mom and I talked on the phone, and there were a lot of different reasons surrounding the decision that we ultimately arrived at, but we mutually decided that it was probably not in anyone's best interest for my parents to come. And I could literally hear her heart breaking over the phone. It's been a year since we've seen them. I know my mom was so looking forward to being here and spending time with her kids and spending time with her grandchildren. And even though we knew it was the right decision to make, it was really sad. I was really sad. I guess the reason I wanted to share just kind of how I'm feeling and why I am taking the time to do this in this video is because I want you to know that whatever you are feeling, whether you're sad, angry, disappointed, I want you to know that you're allowed to feel those things, And something my mom used to tell me a lot was that when you just keep feelings inside and you're not able to let them out or talk to anyone about them, they become poison in your body. And unfortunately, I'm really good at just kind of repressing things or pushing things off to the side or not really thinking about things that I don't want to think about. But what happens is usually the problem gets worse, and by the time I do get around to dealing with it, it's a much bigger problem than it needs to be. And I just wanted to let you guys know that despite my usual cheery facade, I'm hurting too. This is really hard. I had one class one Friday, maybe a couple weeks ago. We didn't sing or anything, and all we did was I just kind of let them talk. I just kind of let them vent, share how they were feeling, and it was just really sad to hear their stories and to hear what they were dealing with and struggling with. Like half of them were crying, and I was able to see kind of the impact of this pandemic on a wider scale. I know that a lot of you are hurting a lot in different ways, whether it's because you can't see loved ones like me, whether it's because you have lost many things, whether it's people, whether it's businesses, your sanity. I know that there has been a lot of loss through all of this, and I want you to know that your feelings are completely valid, that you're allowed to feel these things. And if you need a safe place to vent, or to just kind of like unleash and get these things and feelings out of yourself, reach out to me. You can DM me on my Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram handle here. You could leave a comment in the comments down below and I'll respond to you. But I want you to know I'm here for you. I'm feeling with you and for you. This is a hard time, and it looks like we're near the end of this, but the effects of what we have been through as a nation, they're going to linger for quite some time. So just a reminder, I feel like I say this a lot in my videos, but make sure that you are taking care of those around you, that you are loving on those around you, reminding them that you're there for them too. You never know who needs to hear that today, So I don't know how we go from there to here to our What Sold video. Let's just take a hard pivot. On the topic of hard weeks or just having a rough time, sales were pretty rough too. I think because I was in kind of this weird space mentally. I was not motivated to list. I was not motivated to relist. I just was not really motivated to do the things that you're supposed to do to make sales. And so it'll show my sales were still pretty decent. I think it'll probably show more in the week of sales that we're in currently. So the next What Sold video that you see from me, you'll probably be like, oh my gosh, like she did not really make very many sales. It's because I chose not to do anything. I just chose to kind of read like trashy books like Shopaholic and just kind of hang out with my family and stuff. But that's important. I think it's important to recognize the signs from your own body when your body is saying enough is enough. Like you need to chill out for a second and just relax. So that's what I did. I listened to my body. I listened to my mind. They were telling me to just take a moment. So I did. And we'll see what happens. I still have some sales coming in and stuff. So it's not like it'll be atrocious. I will also say that on top of just not feeling amazing in the brain, people were testing me. Like people were sending me the craziest offers, or people would send me offers and they would be like decent, so I would accept, and then there'd be payment issues, or people would buy stuff and they would, it was like the whole gamut of things that can happen to a reseller happened this week, as far as just things that you do not want to happen to you. So it was a rough week in that sense as well. I don't really care about that piece of it because that is part of the territory of being a reseller, but just letting you know, again, if you were dealing with a lot of lowball offers, if you were dealing with a lot of this or that, so was I. It was a rough week. Okay, starting with December 7th, which was Monday, I had one bundle sale on Poshmark. It was a baby one, don't get too excited. The first piece to sell in this bundle was this Abercrombie & Fitch muscle fit pink striped polo shirt in a size small. I got that from a friend. We worked out a consignment deal. I probably gave him a few bucks for that. And that shirt sold on eBay after I coached this guy through 30 minutes of how to purchase this from me because he was an international buyer. And then he finally bought it from me for $10 or something, something really cheap. But he bought it from me and then he never paid. So I went ahead and relisted it on eBay. I had never deleted it from Poshmark because I don't delete things on Poshmark anymore unless the person actually pays for it on eBay. So this is technically its second time selling. And then the second thing in this bundle was this pair of Gap Factory contrast cuff chinos in a size 6 to 9 months for little boys. These were so cute. We actually had 2 pairs of these. They were both for my son. He did wear them a bunch, and I think they're so cute. So it's you cuff up the bottom, and they have this cute little plaid print. Love them. So I can't remember if this person put the items in the bundle, or if I saw that they liked the 2 items and so I put them in the bundle and then sent them an offer. But regardless, I sent them a $20 offer with discounted shipping. They accepted, so I made $13.88. And that's a weird bundle, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a small shirt for a man and then like a baby's pair of pants. So I love to like create narratives for who's buying my stuff, and I just imagine like this cool dad who's like, I need a shirt, and oh yeah, like my little son needs a pair of pants for church or something. I don't know. Like, I just thought that was really cute and cool. And at the end of the video, I'll be sharing with you how many pieces I sold regarding like men's pieces, women's pieces, kids' pieces, and you're gonna see it was like even across the board. And that's why I like to sell all different kinds of stuff. Anyway, moving on to eBay, I had 2 sales over on eBay. The first thing was another kids item, and it was this pair of Capelli, New York Rhino slip-on water shoes, or like kind of clogs, in a size 10-11. They sold for $8, and after they paid for shipping, I made $7.30. I got those not too long ago at a Goodwill. I did haul them on my channel. If I can find it, I will link that video right here. But I remember I got it home, and like as I was hauling them, like one of the horns had fallen off because they were just like cheaply glued onto the shoe. These were not like amazing quality shoes by any means. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, $8, cool. And I did super glue the horn back on, but still I could tell that these were not like super quality items. So $8, I was like, that's fine. The next thing to sell was this Anthropologie Meadow Rue striped crochet lace top in a size small. I sent out offers to watchers on this for $14.90. I did have free shipping on it, so after I paid for shipping, which was $3.77, I made $9.49 off of that shirt. It was promoted at 1%, and I did get it at a local consignment store towards the beginning of the summer, and I was able to shop in their storage unit by myself, and they charged me $50 per like huge garbage bag, so I have less than $1 into that. And then over on Mercari, I only had 2 sales in Mercari this week, and the first sale happened to be on Monday the 7th. It was a pretty good sale. It was this pair of new with tags Eddie Bauer camo cargo ripstop pants. These sold for my full asking price. They were listed at $33 on Mercari at the time because I do the, what's it called? They do that thing on Mercari where they like drop the price a little bit for you every day, and you kind of say like, this is my floor price, the smart pricing. I think it's called smart pricing. So I do turn on smart pricing on like 98% of my Mercari listings now, and the reason for that is because every time it drops the price, even if it's only by $1, it kind of gets pushed out a little bit more within Mercari. People who have liked the item see that new price. I do believe it has helped me make a few more sales over there. So like I said, this sold for my full asking price of $33. They paid for shipping, which was $9.99, and I made $28.44 on those. And I did get those from the consignment store as well for under $1. They had like a huge section at that consignment store of like camo stuff or like mossy oak stuff, like basically stuff that you wear out to go hunting. And I just recently got around to listing it, and that stuff has been selling like crazy. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, you'll see a couple more sales this week. I think I listed all that camo hunting stuff last week, so this stuff is not sitting in my stores for a very long time at all. And is it hunting season? I don't even know, but it's selling. So, and then the last thing to sell on Monday the 7th was a direct sale. Olivia watched my latest men's thread-up rescue box unboxing, and it was something that I did live. I will link that video right here. That's when I pulled out like the Filson jacket and just some really cool stuff. But she saw me pull out of that box this ACU, which, what does it stand for? It's like a Christian college, and or Christian university. I don't remember what the A stood for, but it was basically like a collegiate pullover jacket. I believe it was in like a purple color in a size small, and she emailed me and she was like, oh my gosh, like that's the school I went to, can I please buy that off of you? You know, most people when they do thrift hauls or they do like thread up unboxings, they're like, if you're interested in any of this stuff, like I already have it listed and you can buy it from me if you go to, you know, my Poshmark closet or eBay store or whatever. And for me, I'm like, I'll probably have this listed in like 6 months. So if you want it sooner than that, you can email me and let me know that you're interested. So she emailed me. I did not have it listed yet. So I sold it to her for $15 shipped because it was so lightweight, and I kind of felt like it would be hard for me to move it if I listed it, you know, on Poshmark or something, because it was for such a small school. So shipping was $4.33. I made $10.67 off of that. Olivia, thank you so much. I hope you love it. I hope you love rocking your alma mater. And I believe even with just that and the Filson jacket that sold last week, now everything that sells from that box is pure profit. And I haven't even listed a lot of it. So there you go. And then on Tuesday the 8th, I only had one sale. It was over on eBay, and this actually is going to be returned to me. So it was this Black Series Street Savage remote controlled car. It had a watcher on it, so I sent out offers to watchers for $12.90. They paid for shipping, all that good stuff. It was new in the box, or so I thought. So I got it at like a school garage sale. I thought I would sell it myself to raise a little bit more money for our theater department than, you know, if we were to sell it for like $1 at the garage sale. So I've had this thing for over a year, but it finally sold. And before she bought it, after I sent her the offer, she was like, I just want to make sure. Does this come with the remote? Does it come with, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at the back of the box and it said that it came with a remote. It said it was battery operated, all that kind of stuff, right? So I was like, yep, it comes with the remote. You will need some batteries. Cool. So she purchased it. I sent it to her. It got there in really good time. No remote control in the box. So it was new in the box, but apparently someone had taken it out, played with it, just put it back in the box, and it was not actually new. So that's coming back to me. I did not count those numbers in this week's sales. Just another stinky thing for the week, right? Like, when it rains, it pours. Okay, moving on to December 9th, which was a Wednesday. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Wednesday was actually a pretty good day. The first thing to sell was another like hunting type thing over on Poshmark. It was this pair of Cabela's Real Tree Camo hunting pants, and they had Gore-Tex on them, so I knew that they were pretty heavy duty, in a size 44. I almost felt like these were vintage, like they were pretty old, but these sold for $30. That was the offer sent to me. I think I had them priced pretty high at like $50, but I was more than happy to move them at $30. And then I made $24 off of those, and those were listed for like a week. The next thing to sell was this new without tags Torrid Gauze Cold Shoulder geoprint blouse in a size 3X. This sold for $18 with discounted shipping, and I made $12.28. That sale was pretty funny because it went to the mom of one of my current students. She actually reached out to me, I think on one of my videos, and she commented and let me know that she has been selling on Poshmark and that she stumbled across my videos. And as she was watching, her son walked in and was like, "Why are you watching Mrs. Park?" It is such a small world. The people that I have met because of Instagram and YouTube, or like reconnected with, it's crazy. Like, it's just so crazy how small the world is. So Trisha, thank you so much, and I do hope you love it. And I have had that top for quite some time, like over a year, and I think I just needed to wait for the right buyer, and apparently Trisha, you were the right buyer, so thank you so much. The next thing to sell was this pair of Levi's 511 slim jeans in a size 34 by 32. I sent out offers to likers on them for $20. Someone accepted, so after discounted shipping, I made $13.88. I got those at the consignment store for less than $1, so I was happy with that return. And in this video right here, I kind of like did a comparison between offers to likers and closet clear out. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I actually really do enjoy closet clear out, but that's because I have kind of my own special way of doing it. And I'll link that video right here too, where I talk about my closet clear out method. But you know, when I talked about kind of looking at the results of both closet clear out versus offers to likers, I kind of came to the conclusion that I wanted to try using offers to likers more than I had been. And you'll see this week it actually did work pretty well. I feel like the week prior I had done the same thing. I had sent out offers, you know, a few days a week and nothing. Like, it resulted in like one sale or something. But I would say a lot of the sales this week were because of offers to likers. So the next item was also a result of offers to likers, and it was this pair of Oshkosh Bagosh railroad stripe overalls for size 18 months. These were so cute, so cute. And actually, I know my son for sure wore them. I don't remember if my daughter wore them too. And there's like a kids consignment sale that comes into town twice a year. I don't think the last one happened because of COVID, but I usually go and I just pick up stuff for my kids for really cheap. I usually only go on half off day, and I believe I got this there for like super cheap, but you know, my kids are done wearing it, so it sold for $20 with discounted shipping, so I made $13.88 on those. They were listed less than a week, so you know, a lot of people have been saying that baby overalls sell really quickly. I would say especially by brands like Oshkosh Bagosh, even like Baby Gap, or you know, especially if they're kind of more like denim-y, they will sell. So if you have any at home, list them. And then on eBay, I sold another kids item. It was this PJ Masks graphic long sleeve t-shirt in a size 2T. It sold for my full asking price of $14.99. I did have free shipping on that. So I paid $3.01 to get this shipped out, which gave me a profit of $10.33 because this was also promoted at 1%. And I didn't have that listed for very long at all either, like definitely under a month. And I got that at the consignment store for under $1. The next thing to sell, I believe, came from a different consignment store in the area. I probably had like $3 or $4 into it, but it's this J. Jill Love linen, so it's 100% linen, gingham button-up shirt tunic in a size medium. This also sold for my full asking price of $34.99. I did have free shipping on that, so I paid $4.71 to ship that out, and I made $26.78. I think I shared this in my last What Sold video, but I am playing around with just trying different things on eBay. I'm trying out free shipping on some pieces. I'm also trying out turning off best offer on some pieces. And I think that this was one of those listings where like I did not have best offer turned on and I had free shipping. So, it was like either they had to message me if they wanted a lower price or they could just buy it outright, and that's what they did. I think that's what I did with the PJ Masks t-shirt too. So I'm trying out different things. I'll kind of keep you posted as things sell and let you know what I prefer. And then the last thing to sell on eBay on Wednesday was this Gap beige 2-button sports coat in a size medium. This actually sold through the global shipping program, so this got sent overseas, I think to England, if I'm not mistaken. And it sold for $21.90. That was the offer that I sent out to watchers. And after they paid for shipping, I made $18.57. By the way, in case you didn't know, in order to participate in the global shipping program, it's literally like you just turn on the option to do it. And then what happens is people from all around the world can see your items and purchase them from you, but instead of you shipping directly to, let's say, England or Spain or Korea or wherever, you just have to ship it to Kentucky, and then they take care of all that stuff for you. So it's a really nice program. It's a good way to maybe make some more sales, get even more eyes on your pieces, and if you haven't turned it on yet, I definitely would. I have not ever run into any issues with the global shipping program that I know of. And that piece I did buy off of a friend in a consignment deal. I have had it for quite some time. Like, I think I probably listed it in like March or something, so it's been a while, but that's okay. And then over on Mercari, I sold this Gap green and blue striped sweater in a size large for boys. It sold for $12 with free shipping. Shipping was $4.18. I made a whopping $5.97 off of that. I did get it for less than $1 though at the consignment store, and it is what it is. I'm okay with it. Moving on to Thursday, December 10th, I had a few sales on Poshmark. The first one was this Chico's Travelers black cowl neck tunic in a Chico size 2. They use vanity sizing. I think 2 comes out to like medium. I don't even know why I'm guessing. I don't know off the top of my head. But it sold for $20 with discounted shipping because I sent out offers to Lakers, and so I made $13.88. The next thing to sell was this pair of Danskos. They were blue and they were like the XP Comfort clogs in a size 36. These sold for $40 with discounted shipping because I sent out offers to Lakers. So I made $29.88. And that top came from the consignment store for under $1. I have had this listed for probably at least a month. So not like the quickest sale by any means, but also it moved a lot faster than I thought it was going to. These I picked up from a Goodwill not very long ago at all. And they've been listed for just a couple weeks. And then the next thing to sell was this Lulu's Dancing in the Street hooded casual dress in a size large. This, I believe I got like a $15 offer on. I had it listed for $25. I messaged the buyer in a bundle and asked if they'd be willing to come up to $20, and they said that they would, and so as a result, I made $16. I did get that pretty recently as well at a local consignment store. Probably paid like $4 or $5 for it. I am so bad at selling Lulus, like either I just keep picking up the wrong pieces, I don't know. So this one, I thought it was kind of cool and unique. It was like very loungy because it's like just a really easy dress. It's got a hood. But when I got it home and ran comps on it, I was like, okay, this is actually not worth that much. And I need to be better about running comps when I'm at the store, like before I purchase the item. you live and you learn. And then the last thing to sell, I was so happy with this. It was a full price sale. It was this new with tags, We the Free Milan velvet pullover sweater in a size small. It sold for $35, which was my full asking price. And it didn't seem like a lot. I'll tell you why I was so excited here in a second. So I made $28 off of that. So like in January, I want to say, I went on a trip with students for like a conference, and I got to go thrifting by myself. I had like a whole afternoon to myself. So I went to a Salvation Army, and I was there for like 5.5 hours by myself, and I got some really great stuff for really cheap because they were having a sale where like everything was $1. There was one color tag though that wasn't part of that dollar deal, and it's because it was like new with tag stuff, or you could tell like maybe like a local Target or some other stores, they would like donate a lot of their unsold pieces to this particular Salvation Army. So a lot of that kind of stuff, it was a little bit more expensive. So I found this new with tags We the Free People sweater, and I still get really excited when I find Free People because I just don't find it very often. And I was like, I'm gonna get this. It was like $11, and I was like, that's okay. It's gonna be worth it. I've had this thing since January, I want to say. So, and like comps for it were not amazing. So the fact that I even sold it for $35, I'm kind of shocked by, but I'm just glad to get that out of my house. I did like almost triple my money on that. So, don't pay $11 for these kinds of sweaters from Free People is what I'm trying to tell you. All right. And then if you've been watching my videos, you've noticed that I have not sold anything on Kidizen for like a month. Like I really think it's been a month. And I finally was able to have a Kidizen sale after such a long drought. And it was a pretty nice bundle. So it was 2 pieces. I want to say like a 15 or 20% off sale going on at the time if you bought 2 things or more from my Kidizen store. So the first item that they put in the bundle was this pair of Gap 3M Thinsulate duck boots in a size 7. These I got at the consignment store, at the beginning of the summer, but had just gotten around to listing. So they had not even been listed a week. And I think I had them listed at like $28, and so with the sale price they came down to $23.76. And then the second thing to sell also came from the consignment store, and it was this Oshkosh Bagosh navy toggle coat with a hood. It was really cute, like so cute. It was in a size 2T. This, I think I had it listed for like $38, and so with the sale they paid $32.26. So that came out to $56.02 that they paid, and then I paid for shipping, so that was $9, because anything up to like, I want to say it's like up to 5 or 10 pounds on Kidizen or something, you can pay $9 for, which isn't bad. I probably would have had to pay more to ship those if I had gone through like pirate ship or something. So I made a total of $40.88 off of those 2 items, and I had less than $2 into that bundle. So I was really excited about that, and I was excited because they hadn't been listed for very long. So go Kidizen. All right, and then on Friday, December 11th, I almost said September again, December 11th, I had one sale on Poshmark, and it was this Banana Republic white knit turtleneck in a size extra small. This had so many likes on it, but I definitely had it priced a little higher just to see what would happen. I think I had it priced at like $35, and I got a good number of lowball offers on it, but finally I don't remember if this was like the final offer, but I got an offer of $23. I can't remember if they like sent me a lower offer and I was able to get them up to this, but I think they just sent me a $23 offer, and I accepted, so I made $18.40. I had steadily been sending out, messages for closet clear out. I had been sending out offers to likers and had gone as low as $25. So when I got the $23 offer, I was like, fine. That's like the same thing as $25 with discounted shipping, so I just took it. And then on eBay, I sold this Vera Wang fragrance gift set. The fragrance was Embrace, and it came with like a small thing of perfume and then like shower gel and lotion. Is that still a thing? Like, do people still do that? I don't know. I bought this off of a friend of mine who brought over a few things that she wanted to consign with me, and it sold for $29.90. That was the offer I sent out to watchers. They paid for shipping. With perfume or with fragrances like this, with those kinds of liquids, you're supposed to do ground shipping for those. You're not supposed to do priority priority mail or first class, they're supposed to ship ground, just, you know, for the safety of the people transporting them from one place to the next. And so that's what I did. And I had never had to do that before. So I remember like looking it up, and then they also said you're supposed to write like some code on the box. So I did that, and I hope I did everything right, but I ended up making $25.22 on that, and that sold to Ricardo. If you guys have been watching my channel for the past few weeks, Ricardo has been visiting my eBay store and purchasing, you know, just some really cool pieces for me. And I'm just so thankful for him and the fact that he keeps visiting my store. And also, I finally like checked out his store because he has like over 10,000 feedback, and I was like, okay, so clearly he's like pretty awesome at what he does too. And he sells a lot of really cool stuff for sports fans. So like he has a lot of like new with tags, hats, like, you know, is it called like flat bill? I don't know. Snapback, like, you know, all that kind of stuff. Kind of like streetwear looking, but he sells a lot of that kind of stuff. I think I saw like jerseys, you know, there's stuff for all different kinds of sizes. And like I said, it looked like the majority of the stuff was new. So if you have someone in your life who is like a diehard fan of any given like sports team, I think he had like football, basketball, baseball, all kinds of stuff. His store would be a really great one to visit for some really great gift ideas. And like I said, he's got like over 10,000 feedback, so he knows what's up. He's like good at the eBay thing. So I will leave his store link actually down below in the description. So make sure that you check out his store and show him some love. The next time I need a gift for anyone, you know, even remotely related to sports, I am going to be visiting his store. So thank you so much, Ricardo. And then moving on to Saturday, December 12th, I had 2 sales on Poshmark. The first one was this pair of bogs. I've had these since like the beginning of the summer because they came from the consignment store. Why did I wait so long to list them? I don't know, but I did finally get around to listing them. They had like a mossy oak camel print to them. They're rain boots, and they were in a size U13. They were listed literally like 2 days, and they sold for $35. So I made $28 on those. Bogs is a really great brand. They have kids stuff, but they also have like women's stuff. Do they have men's stuff? I'm sure they do, but they're kind of most known, I think, for these kinds of rain boots, like the ones with like the little handles on the sides. So if you ever see those, they're definitely worth picking up. The next thing to sell was this Under Armour mock neck cold gear base layer top in a men's extra small. This sold for $20. I made $16, and I paid less than $1 for that because it came from that consignment store as well. The next thing to sell was over on eBay, and it was this pair of Sporto black snow boots in a size 4 to 5. These came from the consignment store for under $2. This was not the greatest sale though, because I had free shipping on, and I had like a 15% off sale going on in my eBay store, so they just bought them outright for $23.79. That was the, you know, sale price. So since I had free shipping, but because these were like so heavy and clunky, they cost $13.48 to ship out. So annoying. So I made $7.93. It is what it is. I had less than $2 into those. It's still not the greatest profit, but it's fine. And then the next thing to sell also came from the consignment store, and it was this Fabulous by Victoria's Secret lined demi bra in a size 34B. It was in like a pretty teal color. I got an offer on this for $16, and after they paid for shipping, I made $15.01. And that was probably listed for a couple months, so I was happy to see that go. And then I had one more direct sale, and I was actually so surprised by this sale. And I've gotten a few sales from this haul video, or it's not really a haul video, but I did a video where I shared what items I took to Plato's Closet, and I shared like what items they accepted, what items they rejected, and how much I made off of Plato's. And then I went sourcing at Plato's and a few other places with the money that I made from Plato's. So if you want to check out that video, I will link it right here. But I shared, you know, all of this stuff that I was going to send to Plato's, and I had a couple of people reach out to me asking about some of the items that Plato's had rejected. And Val was one of those people, and she said she was interested in like this sweatshirt. My friend had given me a bunch of just like t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff, and he had given me 3 sweatshirts from this retreat that my church does every year called One in Love, or it's called Oil. And so like the sweatshirts will always say like One in Love or Love, 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 or something like that. And this particular sweatshirt Plato's didn't accept. They accepted the other 2, but I think they didn't accept this one because there was no size tag on it. And Val said that she just needed, you know, like oversized stuff to wear when she was like lounging around the house. So I sold this to her for so cheap. I just sold it to her for $10 shipped, knowing that I wouldn't make much profit off of it because, you know, it's like something that I was probably going to donate anyway. So it was $10 shipped. It cost $5.37 to ship out because it was like right at a pound. And so I made $4.04. Val, I hope you love it. It is a really, nice sweatshirt, and I love, the sentiment behind it. And then on December 13th, which was Sunday, I had another Banana Republic sweater sell. This one was a lace-up grommet cocoon sweater, also in like a white color and a size small. I, again, had this listed at like $35 or something, but this one also sold for $23 using my closet clear out method. So I made $18.40 on that. Also had a ton of likes, but apparently people just don't want to spend over $25 on Banana Republic. In fact, the person who purchased this from me was straight up like, I hate spending over $20 on Banana Republic. And I was like, okay, but you want to do 23? And so she agreed to do 23, which I was thankful for. And I got that from the consignment store as well for under $1. So there you go. And then I'm really excited because I actually tried a new marketplace today. As I said at the beginning of this video, my parents were supposed to come into town. And so my husband and I went on like a crazy cleaning spree. And in our dining room, we just had all these chairs that we weren't using. They're actually this chair right here. So like this table is actually, a lot of people use it as like a dining room table, but my husband's friend, when he was moving from one condo to the other, they like upgraded, their dining room table, and so they gave us this, and with it came 6 chairs. But up here, there's only room for 2 of those chairs, so we just had 4 taking up space. And I was like, let's just list them on Facebook Marketplace and see what happens. So I just, took some really quick, horrible pictures in horrible lighting of the chairs. There were 4 of them. I listed them for $50 on Facebook Marketplace. And there are like nicks in the wood. There are like stains on the seat cushions. I thought, there were some issues with all of them. And I, took pictures of those and disclosed those. Within 6 minutes of posting, the listing and having it go up live, I had someone message me, and she was like asking me all these questions, and then she's like, can I come out today and get them? And I was like, okay. And then I had like 5 other people ask me about them. It was crazy. So those sold literally within hours of me listing them. So that was really exciting. I made $50 on Facebook Marketplace off of 4 bar stools that were just taking up space in our house. And I know a lot of you have left comments on my YouTube videos asking me if I sell on Facebook Marketplace. I really haven't until this moment. And I know a lot of you also, cross-list your clothing items over from Poshmark or eBay to Facebook Marketplace. And a lot of people have been sharing that they've had a lot of luck with Facebook Marketplace. If you're willing to share any experiences that you have with Facebook Marketplace, or like in what capacity you use it, I would love to hear from you, because this experience made me want to do it more. So I did also list like, we have a crib that we're trying to get rid of, and we have like a jumper, like a baby jumper. So any big things like that, like now I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and list it on Facebook Marketplace and see what happens. So yeah, anything that you can share though about like selling clothes and opening it up so it's not just local, I would love to hear from you. Just if you like it, any tips you have for it, just because maybe that is a platform I want to look into. And I know that I should have started earlier because they had like no fees and like free shipping or something for a while, but I mean, regardless, let me know what your thoughts are about that. So those were my sales for the week. Let me talk you through my numbers. On Poshmark, I sold 14 items for a total of $246.48. That's pretty low, but like, yeah, it is what it is. On eBay, I sold 8 items. Again, I'm not including, that remote controlled car that is going to end up being returned to me. And I made $120.63. On Mercari, I had 2 sales for a total of $34.41. On Kidizen, I had that 1 2-piece bundle, and I made a profit of $40.88 off of that. And I had 2 direct sales, which gave me a profit of $14.71. And then the 1 Facebook Marketplace sale of those 4 bar stools that gave me a total of $50 in my pocket. All of these numbers, as always, are my net sales. I've already accounted for the shipping fees, for platform fees, all that kind of stuff. I have not accounted for cost of goods. As you heard me say, most things cost under $1. I did have a couple things that were a little bit more expensive, like for example, that We the Free sweater I paid like $11 for, which was ridiculous. Why did I do that? So my total for the week, I sold 32 items. I made a profit of $507.11. If you were to subtract like an estimated cost of goods, I think you could estimate that I spent like $40 on my cost of goods. So I probably ended up making a real profit of around like $467 or something like that. When it comes to the breakdown of what I sold 10 women's pieces, 8 men's pieces, 9 kids pieces, and 3 hard goods. So that's what I was talking about earlier in the video when I said it really was kind of evenly split as far as like what was selling. I will say I have been listing a lot more kids pieces lately just because I was trying to clear some space in our office where my husband teaches remotely, and it's just been so cluttered with kids clothes. So I've been trying to list those. I also brought a bunch of stuff over to a local children's consignment store, and I'm gonna let them sell stuff for me as well. For me, I like selling a variety of stuff. It keeps things a little bit more interesting for me, and I don't know. It's like if it needs a new home, I want to find it a new home. And then I love to update you as always on how I'm doing with the items that I bought in bulk from that consignment store at the beginning of the summer when they let me shop by the bag. And so at this point in time, I have sold 383 items from them for a total of $6,339.05. I did spend an initial $1,400. So if you subtract $1,400, I mean, I've made a pretty good amount off of this consignment store. And that doesn't include anything that I've sent into ThredUp from this consignment store, which I sent in a lot. Like a lot of stuff has been from ThredUp that has sold. So I would think that I will make a profit of at least 10 grand off of the items that I got from this consignment store, which is really exciting. And speaking of ThredUp, I did not have any sales this week on ThredUp, and in fact ThredUp lost one of my boxes. It was actually a huge ordeal. I was super upset with them because I had to keep pestering them about this one particular box I had sent in so long ago, and they kept being like, they have it, you have to be patient because of COVID. And I was like, okay, but you've processed like 2 boxes that were sent in after this box. I think they got the box in like July or something. And so finally they were like, yep, you're right, like we can't find the box. And they tried to just give me a payout of $100 without even seeing a list of what was inside the box. And I was like, no. Like there were so many really great pieces in that box. You can't just give me $100. So I kind of wrote like a nasty email, nasty for me, but I was just like, you know, first of all, you've already lost a box of mine before, and you can't just give me a payout without even knowing what's in the box. You know, like the example that I gave them was that there was a Coach bag in there. It's not like Coach bags are amazing, but I had a payout of over $100 on a Coach bag just a couple weeks ago. And I was like, the fact that you're trying to give me a payout for this entire box of 37 items that is less than the amount that I got on a payout for one item not too long ago, like that's not acceptable. So, you know, if that ever happens to you, you just have to be willing to kind of like fight for yourself and, yeah, kind of keep coming back to them and being like, this is not okay, because they're going to try to pass it off as if like what they're doing is like they're going above and beyond to help you out. They're not. So yeah, I didn't have any ThredUp sales. They lost a box. In terms of ThredUp, like we're not in very good standing right now, but that's why you diversify. That's why you don't depend on just one platform, because sometimes it's not going to do anything for you. So that was my week in sales. Hopefully you learned something, and if you did, or if you enjoyed yourself, please make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.